For our cellcraft, we made a city of Minecraft. There are many different buildings that represent parts of a cell. This was all to show that the cell works together in different ways, just like a city. This is to explain what my buildings represent. My first building, or wall, is the cell wall, which protects the cell or city. As soon as you walk into the city and look to your right, you'll see the Verizon Wireless building. Can you, move it? Yeah, move him around. No, make him walk.
Oh, okay.
While I talk. The Verizon Wireless building, which represents the cell membrane and how it communicates with other places and other cells. Notice the power line outside. This represents how it connects with the city. My next building was the Plantville Power Building, which represents the mitochondria. This shows that it gives power to the whole cell. I use brightly colored glowing blocks to represent the energy pumping through the building. I also used fire to represent that inside too.
Yeah. Another one to the Verizon building.
The third building was the Wi-Fi building, which represents cytoplasts, which represent how the cell is connected. I used the big Wi-Fi sign outside to show that that's how it's connected to the whole city. Inside, you'll see that he's got levers to turn on and off the connection. Across the road is the train station, which is heading to Golgi Apparatus. It represents how it transfers and packages goods. I made a train track and put carts with animals and people on them to represent how it moves things around and packages goods. The next building is the animal plant, which represents ribosomes, which is the protein-making part of the cell. I used animals in cages that are waiting to be killed or shipped to represent this. Like, they're waiting to get cooked so the cell can have protein, or the city can have protein. Like the people of the city. The next building is the waste management building, which represents the lysosomes. It shows how they destroy the waste, and I actually have a demonstration. You put the trash right there, and it burns it. See, it just shows how it destroys all the waste and gets rid of it. And then my next building is Burger King, for it represents the endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum folds proteins, which display the protein through fast food inside. I also thought it was kind of punny because folding proteins, like folding the patty in the burger. Yeah, get it? Yeah. Another building is the sugarcane greenhouse. Can you hold this? I gotta get there. You probably don't know what it is. Sugarcane greenhouse, which is like a greenhouse for the chloroplasts, which is responsible for photosynthesis. I have a pool right here to water the plants, and then inside is the sugar cane, which is it's kind of ironic because sugar is made through the process of photosynthesis. Then finally, we are going to the main building once you get back on the main road. Yeah, for real. I'm just going to fly. Which is the nucleus, or the town hall. This is the building where all the main stuff and decisions happen in the town. I have Donald Trump sitting at a desk in the middle to show that all these is where the decisions are made, and there are bookshelves behind and on either side of him to show that the knowledge of the nucleus.
Knowledge.
Now I'm going to hand it over to Hunter, and he's going to I'll take you to his city. anything temperatures.
Okay.
Let's fly over here.
Okay. So this is my city, and it is called Animal City because it is the animal cell, and it's pretty similar to Eli's World, except that I use enemies like AT&T and Verizon. See my AT&T building to the left. You can see since it communicates with everyone, like the cell membrane, it communicates and it helps everyone with their electronics, like in the real world. And then over across, you have the train station, and it is also heading to Golgi Apparatus. It seems the train's over there, so I'm gonna have to wait a little bit before I can get on it. And over here, this is the EPB building, which is the Cytoplast. You can see it's like a local Chattanooga EPB. It's pretty cool. Then you have in here, you have a desk with the levers, like control. And then across the street, you have good old-fashioned McDonald's, which is just like the Burger King. It since it's an endoplasmic reticulum, it folds the proteins, just like a regular restaurant. And you have all these tables and a nice tile flooring of red and yellow. And over here, this is the waste management building. And as you can see, if you want to get rid of something, you just pop up here, you just drop it, however this game works. Well, and if you drop something, it'll go in there. And then over here, this is my power plant. And it does not have much interior, since it's very dangerous. But you can't really go in there, or else there's lava coming out of everywhere, and it will hurt you and stuff like that. And finally, for my last building, I have the nucleus, which is my main building, and I can fly up to show you the whole thing. It's pretty nice. I got a nice white flower placement. It's pretty good. And I will show you the interior. Go in here, and you have all the knowledge. Seems like the big man's out for a minute. He's probably out doing big man things in a big man world with big man people.
Alright, so one more thing we decided to show you, it was just like for fun, but we decided to add it in anyways, is the virus outside of this plant cell wall. It shows like sickness and the virus, and it says do not enter. It's just like kind of for fun, just like to show the virus. And what happens if you get sucked into the virus, it's kind of like showing that you're like sick. So this is what it's like when you're sick. And just don't enter the virus, and don't let the virus come to the city.
And don't run away from the virus.
And don't run away from the virus.
I learned that the hard way. Alright, so this has been our Animal Cell Worlds. I hope you like it.
This is an aerial view of Plantville, and this is an aerial view of Animal City. Hey.